Alright, we're on the play this game. This hand is kind of poopy. We don't want Doom Hammer. We don't want a 3-drop, and the Rockbiter weapon isn't going to protect anything that we've already got here, so we're just going to mulligan everything and hope for Zombie Chow. Come on, Chow. Oh, none of these are Chow. These are all really bad to start with. Chow? This guy's like Chow. So now, it would be really nice to draw a Totem Golem so that we can start overloading immediately. We do have a 4-mana overload card, so if we can go Totem Golem into a non-overload 2-drop, that would be pretty nice. Axe into a non-overload 2-drop would also be nice. We do want to play the Fireguard Destroyer on turn 4. So it would be, if we're going to get an overload card on one of the next 2 turns, it would be best to do it on turn 2 and not turn 3. Because we might not play it on turn 3, since it's pretty important to get the Fire Guard out. So he's going to do 2 to that and kill it with the power next turn. I think that's fine. Oh, he's going to kill it with the power now. So he spent 2 cards. The Innervate is an actual card where the coin is only kind of like a half card, because it. But that's fine. So we got a nice 2-for-1 there. Oh, and he's got the coin also. Does he have another Roots? Oh, he's got this guy. This is gonna be his is probably gonna be a Zombie Chow. Wow. Our deck is not gonna be a very good one for winning jousts. Well, this guy's fine. Just having a 2-drop is what we want. If we draw, we're likely to draw another 2-drop, so the Rockbiter weapon will probably be played next turn along with that to deal with something. We'll see. If the opponent does not, they're out of place. So that's okay. And we get to keep our card. Sweet. 3-drop. Well, this is all pretty bad. Let's hope we get the Healing Totem, though. That's also good. That's good against his power, because it means he can't kill our 2-1. So, if he just has the power this turn, which it looks like he might since he left this at 1 health. So if he just has power this turn, he has to hit our Healing Totem, or our Taunt Totem. And if we get the Healing Totem next turn, that's really good, because that gives us back 2 turns worth of his plays, assuming he powers this turn. So getting the Taunt into the healing ones would be pretty nice here. If we keep the Taunt Totem, we'll have, of course, a 33% chance at the Healing Totem. Although I guess we wouldn't really go for that anyway, unless we draw a nice 2-drop, because we want to play the Fire Guard. If we do draw like a Totem Golem, I guess I could see just playing a strong 2-drop along with the chance to get the Healer Totem, just because it's so good against what the opponent's doing. Like, well, that's not really what we're looking for here. So we'll just hit and play this. The opponent's doing some pretty slow stuff right now, so even though we didn't have... We did actually have a pretty aggressive start, and the opponent just used a lot of cards on turn 1 to deal with it. But the opponent's not doing a whole lot, which makes this like curve out that we're doing a little bit better. Because even though we've used a totem instead of making a play one of the turns, we're still doing more than they are, which is pretty big. Oh, that's nice. Our Fire Guard just gets to eat that guy up. We could also use Crackle if we wanted to. We could play this for free. So let's get a totem and, well, so okay, we could save the Crackle actually, because we could play a Mech Warper. We can Mech Warper and get the Whirly guy, and then have mana left for a Totem and a Rockbiter, and we can use the Rockbiter on the Mech Warper to break through this. But we're probably just going to use the Fire Guard to get through it. So let's just see what Totem we get. Well, it's the spell damage, which is good with our Crackle, but doesn't do a whole lot against this. I think it's good to try to keep some cards in play, though, so we'll just fill up our board here. We won't throw away our removal spells just to do a little bit of extra damage, and we'd rather, by attacking with this, we do 3 less damage to the face, but we get to keep both of these cards in play, and that's going to be really good with our Bloodlust. And in fact, we should just be able to kill the opponent if our... Well, never mind. If that guy survived, we would have a... That guy would be 9 power, right? Yeah, these are both +3 to that. So that guy would do 18 damage next turn if it survived. As is, we've got +12 damage from Bloodlust. So we've got 12, 15, 22, 24, and the opponent's at 25. But I think that putting them at 1 is okay. And yeah, we'll just use the Rock Biter now. That's fine. The opponent goes to 1, so they can't attack anything except for our totem, because they'll just get the 1 armor and they'll be at 2. And that does use up all of our mana. Normally, I wouldn't want to throw the Rock Biter away there, but especially since we've got the Crackle is probably going to be instant enough to kill them. They're at 9 now, so wow, double healing touch in their deck, huh? I guess that's something against us, but we're just going to get to hit them again. And we are going to freeze them so they can't attack this turn. Let's see, do we want to... We'll just play out our hand here. Although we'll use a totem instead of the Crackle. Right, opponent's at 6. This might just kill him. Yeah, let's go for the Crackle. We'll see if we can just make him dead here. Oh, they're at 1 again. Okay. Well, they're at 1 and frozen, so I think that we should be alright. Although it would be pretty embarrassing if they, like, I don't know, healed back to 30 somehow. I don't think they're going to have Reno Jackson. And probably, if they do, they're probably not going to have it work. They did just play double healing touch, so they've got 2 of those in the deck. But there are some big... I don't think they can play Tree of Life here. That would return everything to full health. That would put them back at 30, but I believe that's 9 mana. So they'd need to go, like, Innervate Tree of Life, which would be pretty huge, but then we're just going to hit them for another 11. So that would buy them a few turns, though, and we are out of cards in hand at this point. That guy's not going to do it. And I don't think that's going to do it either. Maybe the 1-drop that pops out will save them. So we need to kill this. We'll kill one of their guys. Alright, sweet. They had nothing but the hungry crab left.